ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another beautiful day, where today we're going to be diving into the Genshin Impact cooking event that apparently is fully voice acted and really fun.
Like some of the other shorter ones we've had in the past.
This sounds awesome.
The wrong direction is the other way. By that way, I mean down.
But now I have a really important question, Daniel. It is a cooking event. Is there cooking in it?
Probably something. Cooking related.
Xianyun now hiring. Urgently seeking one temporary chef willing to pay top Mora salary negotiable.
You just keep on playing this. I'm going to turn the volume down. I have that way too loud.
That is massively loud.
Look, Traveler, an urgent hiring notice and they're paying top Mora too. Oh, Paimon likes the sound of that.
Why would why would the inn suddenly need a new chef?
You're right, it is strange. Do you think something happened to Yanxiao? Cause that guy barely lets anyone ever set foot in his kitchen. Doesn't exactly seem like the type to hire help.
Really?
The notice says interested parties should go upstairs and talk to the innkeeper Huayan. Should we go and see what's up?
You want to check up on him?
Yeah, and we can ask about the pay while we're at it.
Of course.
Hey, priorities.
Why, just going on vacation or like family stuff?
Really? So that guy's a control freak. I didn't see that. He didn't seem like the type.
I think he's the only cook in his kitchen, isn't he?
I mean, I totally understand. What the?
Boss, there's really no need for this. It's just a little burn, that's all.
Oh, he's hurt.
It won't get in the way of my work.
Perhaps not, but continuing to work will only hinder your recovery. You need to rest for a few days. We'll figure something out.
Huayan! Yanxiao!
Oh? Traveler and Paimon. What brings you to this neck of the woods?
We saw your hiring notice downstairs.
And we decided to come check up on Yanxiao.
I knew we shouldn't have posted that notice. It's really nothing to worry about. I'm fine. I swear.
Oh, man.
How kind of you. My thanks to you both. And thanks on Yanxiao's behalf, too. There's nothing to be embarrassed about, Yanxiao.
Wait,
Just tell them what happened.
wait. Whose voice actor is that? That's a pretty big name right there.
Oh,
I do not know.
all right. Well, basically, we had a lot of guests pouring in for the lantern rite. Things got busy, I started rushing, and I ended up accidentally burning my hand while plating a dish.
Doesn't sound like you.
Well, you know what they say. Play with fire long enough and you're bound to get burned. Even the best chefs slip up sometimes. Anyway, it's nothing, just a tiny burn. I can still...
Now. I don't want you pushing yourself. You'll only make it worse. And then you'll be looking at more than just a couple of days off to recover.
Yeah.
But the lantern rite's only just finished. And we're still getting tons of guests. Now's not a good time for me to rest.
I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, lay down. Rest.
Plus, lots of the guests are visiting from other nations. We can't just bring in some random chef off the street. We have a reputation to uphold. I refuse to let someone else ruin the good name we've made for ourselves here.
We'll do it.
Listen to you. Anyone would think that you're the boss and not me. But he's not wrong. Yanxiao was one of the favorites in the Masterful Chefs tournament. No matter how you look at it, his are big boots to fill.
I don't mean to boast, but any chef of my caliber probably has their own restaurant to look after. It's not going to be easy to find someone who's got the skills and has the time to help us out.
Hey. Can we have a restaurant?
That would be actually a really cool event.
And it's also a nice passive way to be building up Mora or something.
Dude, can we get something sort of like the Our Room Alley event in Star Rail, but it will be Genshin. It's us opening a restaurant.
Or just some businesses. I mean, we have enough connections across
Leeway and everything.
most of Teyvat.
Yeah, dude, that would be such a cool event.
We also know tons of merchants and people that would probably buy stuff from us.
The only problem is, considering we're getting this event, I'm assuming that will not happen anytime soon.
Well, I know, but it would just be a fun way to maybe get some passive Mora in the future.
That'd be really cool.
For those who don't want to spend their, their resin farming gold bubbles instead of like XP.
Just
or
part of the
artifacts.
grind.
Well, I know, but like later. So, I don't know.
Looks like we might have to increase the pay we're offering even further.
You should do that. Yeah.
Is the cat outside or
That's
inside?
the cat inside.
It's in. Okay, it's in the video game. It's not a cat outside our window meowing, right?
No,
okay.
it's into the game.
Do we know anyone that's a good chef and has the time to help out?
Whoever could it be? Sometimes the answer you're looking for is right underneath your nose.
Oh, of course, you!
Yes, me.
Oh, right. Yes. Now I think about it, I do recall hearing good things about your cooking ability. I suppose I'd added you to my mental list of people who can hold their own in a combat situation, but forgot you can cook.
A lot of players forget about this too, honestly.
You don't really need to make food other than like maybe resin and the occasional healing item.
Or damage showcase videos.
Or if you want your damage to be ridiculous, then
Yeah.
you can do that.
Yeah.
Which can help you get past if you don't have the greatest artifacts.
Cooking is more for newcomers. I feel like
But even then, that requires a lot of ingredients. I feel like a lot of new people just aren't going to do.
Yeah, yes and no. I think the more basic things are great for beginners, but
Well,
yeah,
like
the
healing and res
complex
items are like the most things people usually do.
the complex like things you have to cook. Yeah, I don't see a ton of new people doing that. I don't know.
Unless you're trying to like beat your record of killing a boss, you're not going to be like consuming like damage buffs
And see,
or crit stuff.
Right there. That is exactly what potions and like food is for. It's for speedrunners, it's for damage showcase people. It's people who just want to push their characters to the absolute limit and they want to see what it'll look like. So yeah.
But in a normal situation, I'm not going to pop a bunch of stuff and then go into a boss fight in this game.
I don't even know how to get half the rare ingredients in this game if I'm being
You just
honest.
kind of get them.
You just get
over
them?
time.
Okay.
I mean, you could get achievements for mastering a bunch of recipes, which is like
But that's pretty easy.
the
You
one thing to do.
You can do that pretty nonchalantly.
Especially nowadays that there's tons of common and uncommon recipes.
Because it's just a number, right?
You just got to do a certain number of them.
Yeah, no, you could totally do that. That's easy.
But when the game first started, you actually had to do all the hard recipes, and that took forever and tons of ingredients that were a pain to get. But nowadays, there's so many, it's not really a problem. Man, my voice is sounding weird. Oh well.
Why are you even keeping a mental list of people who can fight?
I don't know, he runs the business. It's good to know.
Maybe a story for another time. More importantly, I'm sure Yan Xiao would be comfortable leaving his kitchen in your hands, if anyone's. What do you think, Yan Xiao?
Well, since it's you, I suppose that's better than anyone else.
Thanks.
What do you think, Traveler? Should we do it?
You said something about increasing the pay. Never thought I'd see the day when he would leave his kitchen. This is funnier.
I did say that, didn't I? Well, I'm a man of my word. You'll be compensated generously for your work.
Wow.
Okay.
I like you.
I should warn you that cooking for customers is quite a different ballgame from cooking for yourself, so I'll stick around the kitchen over the next few days to help smooth things over.
Yeah, why not?
You workaholic.
He likes what he does.
So he's not leaving the kitchen after all?
Now he's got
I
to
believe
consult.
There's some spare kitchenware here at the inn. Boss, would you mind?
Of course, of course. I'll take care of it. Whew. All done. Come, take a look. This was made with your measurements in mind.
This carpentry is incredible. You missed your true calling. Well, he did repair the stairs himself, so.
Did he just make that?
Mhm.
That's amazing.
Ah, it's nothing. A little handicraft and elbow grease goes a long way. All right, Yan Xiao. I'll leave you to take it from here.
You really went to all the trouble of building a new stovetop? What was wrong with the original? Boy, you really hate when people touch your stuff, huh?
No, it's nothing like that. As Boss always says, hire who you trust and trust who you hire. I just thought the original setup might be a little, tall for you.
Well, everyone looks short compared to you.
Anyway, as I was saying, cooking for guests is different from cooking for yourself. Not only do you have to execute on taste, aroma, and appearance, but you also need to ensure speed, precision, and consistency.
Very true. That is the big key difference between just cooking a meal for yourself or, family or stuff like that, versus cooking food, for selling.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, no, he kind of said it.
Having the right equipment is a big part of that. Ill-suited equipment doesn't just make the job more tiring, it also slows you down. And paying customers don't have unlimited patience.
Yeah, if you're cooking with the wrong tools or in the wrong way, or in the less effective way, it could cost a lot of time.
Sometimes cooking is all about being well prepared. That's how you ensure speed.
And good results.
Okay, and what about precision and consistency?
Precision all comes down to using your eyes. Where to slice into a particular cut of meat, how much oil to use, how to tell when a dish is done cooking. When you cook for yourself, you can always add salt if it's too bland or add water if it's too salty. You can tweak the taste as you go, but in a restaurant, there's not that much room for trial and error.
I'm not too worried about that.
Worst case scenario, Paimon can deal with any subpar dishes by making sure they get properly disposed of.
Why'd you say it like
The
that?
final thing you have to focus on is consistency. You have to be able to handle the most challenging orders with the same level of technique and skill as the easiest ones. This is particularly important when you have guests from all over, each with their own tastes and preferences. You have to cater to their own dietary needs while also giving them the opportunity to enjoy our local delicacies.
This last point is making Paimon's head spin.
Don't worry. Matter of fact, someone as well-traveled as you may even have a better handle on it than me once you get started. And of course, I'll be around to help you over the next few days. I don't think we'll have any trouble making all our guests feel right at home.
I hope.
Oh my.
Oh, wait, sorry, a little tall. There we go.
Ah, my favorite dish. The log.
That's a cutting word. But, bark.
Bark. Hey, I mean, it's good for you. Depending on the tree.
Depending on the
There's
tree.
no time to lose, so let's get started. I imagine you probably have a good handle on the cooking side of things already. What you need to pay attention to is remembering each table's order. Try not to get them mixed up.
Oh, Paimon's memory is like a steel trap. This is gonna be a cinch.
I wonder how waiters, mark down what table things go to.
Mental notes.
Yeah, but what if
Or
you're...
like a sticky note.
Yeah, what if... Yeah, that's my idea. What if you're serving, 15 different tables and they're all in the same area? I wonder if, every restaurant has, a secret chart to, what table is what or something.
Probably.
I wonder.
At the end of the day,
Which ticket are we on again? Table 1 was onions, but no chilies. Table 2 was chilies, but no onions. And table 3 was, table 3 was chilies, but hold the chilies?
all the
Snap
guests...
Sorry, you go.
No, you go.
No, you do your thing first and I'll scream my thing.
All the guests have already finished eating.
Snap out of it, Paimon!
Was Paimon just sleep floating?
Yes.
You've been talking nonsense about halfway through the day.
We didn't even get a break in the middle. Paimon's brain has turned to mush. Is it always this busy here?
No, but this is peak season. You both did a mighty fine job for your first time serving guests at the inn. Luckily, all our customers were familiar faces this time around, so we didn't get any strange requests. Otherwise, today would have been even more challenging.
No strange request? Someone asked for almond tofu drizzled in soy sauce. Even Paimon has never tried that combination.
Is that good? It sounds okay to me.
It's a wide world out there. People have all kinds of different tastes. Being able to cater to all is the real essence of Liyue cuisine.
Yeah.
Also, the thing about requests is that they're usually very specific. So as long as you do what they asked, you're unlikely to have any issues. What's really tricky is when guests give you free rein to do anything you want.
I'm so sorry.
Excuse me. Are you still open by any chance?
Are you wearing a mask or something?
Paimon knows that voice. Let's go
Sounds
check
like
it out.
Fremine.
Oh, he's wearing his dive helmet.
What should we do? It doesn't look like anyone's
not.
here. If only we'd gotten here a bit sooner.
Hello, what are
It's
you
all
all
right.
doing here?
If we start building a campfire now, we'll be eating before too long.
Right. Besides, if anyone's to blame, it's Lyney. So busy being a greedy culture vulture that he lost track of time.
Oh,
Bro.
you guys are here because Lantern Rite, you all weren't.
Bro, I really want to use greedy culture vulture in the future. Just in a random sentence, anything. I just want to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Lyney, Lynette, Fremine, it is you!
Howdy, hey.
Paimon? So, is the Traveler here?
Indeed. Never mind, we were waiting for us. Greetings!
Traveler, Paimon! What a nice surprise!
Paimon was gonna say the same thing. We're just lending a helping hand at the inn. Anyway, so that's how we ended up here. But what about you guys? Don't tell us. Father sent you on another mission?
Speaking of, has the drip marketing dropped yet for Genshin?
No, it's gonna be closer to launch.
Ah, darn.
It'll be
No, quite the opposite, actually. We're in Liyue on vacation, and while we're here, I thought a cultural tour might be in order.
That's awesome. You'll see drip marketing like a few days before or after the new patch.
Got
You're
you.
gonna have to wait. I know you're hoping for the Knave. Or maybe, are you hoping for the Knave or to not see the Knave?
I don't know yet.
Because you really want to go for Chiori, so.
I do. And I really want to pull for Chiori, but I haven't played her yet. So I don't know if I actually enjoy her playstyle or not. Like, I was originally planning on skipping Navia until I made the poor decision of playing as her in the demo.
And then loving her.
And then I absolutely loved her playstyle. The poor fool that I am.
She's so much fun.
So I don't know whether or not I'm hoping to enjoy Chiori's playstyle or not.
I've heard a lot of people say they want to do Navia, Chiori, and like Zhongli teams. Or Albedo. Albedo would work too and everything. So yeah, apparently Navia and Chiori work together. So awesome.
Awesome. Who do you use to create the elemental stuff?
You would just add a third, your fourth character would be a random like
Guess
on
like
hit apply.
Farina or
Yeah, Farina, Shogun would be
or-
really good. Anyone who can just apply things. There's a lot of characters that can do it nowadays.
Those two are the ones that can do it super consistently.
Yelan can do it. Xingqiu can do it.
They can, but not as often.
Not as often. Nahida. No, Nahida
No,
cannot do
no,
it. What am I
not
thinking of?
Nahida.
No Dendro. Anyone other than Dendro.
Mostly characters that could do it all the time, I would say, is Kuki, Shogun, Farina,
Yaimiko.
Yaimiko.
Yeah, that's another one.
Anyone else?
I'm trying to think of 4 stars. Guoba, sort of.
Well, kind of.
Sort of.
except they have to be next to Guoba, and you have to hope that Guoba, does this.
Your best bet is Shogun and Farina, though.
Those are gonna be your easiest options.
Yeah.
Father said we deserve some rest after everything that happened recently. Otherwise, it could jeopardize our next mission.
It's not every day we get this kind of opportunity. Lyney thought it might be fun to spend some time in Liyue, especially since it's Lantern Rite season.
And the cultural tour Lyney mentioned.
We could hardly pass up the opportunity to watch a Liyue-style magic show. Although, I think they call it conjuring here.
I just realized you could run Barbara with a Geo team.
Her cooldown's pretty intense, though.
I guess, but that on it apply the wet application you get from it stays on for a while.
Yeah,
That's
except it's
pretty
also
legit.
on you.
Yeah, so you'd have to deal with
against anything frozen.
you have to deal with freezing, but
Never again. I'm sorry. I can't.
you're scarred, man.
I am scarred from the beginning of Genshin. I got frozen way too many times using Barbara. It's terrible, especially since the first area they released was freaking Dragon Spine, a whole ice area.
It's okay, Daniel. It's okay.
Fine.
It's okay. You're okay. You're safe now.
No, I'm not. The memories will forever haunt me, even if I'm in the present. They're in my past.
But they're in your past, so they can't
Yeah, I
hurt
know.
you.
That doesn't make
Okay, I was about to say.
I was trying to be dramatic, okay?
Yeah, you failed.
In our time
When I
here,
have succeeded in being
we've
dramatic
seen
then?
conjuring tricks incorporated into
What?
a Liyue opera show, and even a wushu dance. It was amazing.
So they were there. Oh, that's awesome.
So, we decided to stay here for a few more days to see what other forms of inspiration this land might have in store for us. We visited Granny Roshin in Chingsa village not long ago, and today we continued our cultural tour in the area around here.
In the end, though, we lost track of time. We haven't even eaten anything yet.
That's the upset sibling voice. Of like, oh yeah, we had a great time. Except the fact that we're all starving and I'm about ready to chuck someone in particular.
And speaking of eating, as you know, seafood is a big part of both Liyue and Fontaine cuisine, but it's cooked very differently here. We simply had to try some local seafood after coming all this way. That's another reason why we decided to extend our trip.
Fontaine is more freshwater than seawater, right? Yeah?
Really? You're asking me this? Bro, I don't know.
Well, I mean, considering that it's an all plateau and the water
You-
is constantly flowing down. I'm
You
assuming-
said that so confidently to me. Like, right, Josh? And I'm just like sitting here going like, bro, I don't know.
Like, I'm assuming that, like, everything that lives in Fontaine is, like, freshwater fish and aquatic life.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, I would assume
Well, I mean,
since we're
they're-
like swimming through it, but like at the same time, it is a fantasy world.
Well, there's a fantasy world, but I mean, like, it doesn't make a lot of sense for, like, seawater to be up there.
I don't know.
Consider it's, like,
It would be weird. I would
mostly be,
agree.
like, rainwater. Actually, considering how much water's in Fontaine, they would need a lot of rain. Like, most of the time.
Yeah, I got no idea, man.
Anyway.
Oh, need any recommendations? What have you tried so far?
That fish one with the misleading name. Sounds bland, but it's drowning in hot chilies.
It sounds so good. What?
Oh, you mean blackback perch soup? You're right. The name doesn't give much away.
It looked and smelled so appetizing that Lynette took a huge mouthful, blissfully unaware that she was about to set her mouth on fire. She could barely speak for the rest of the day after that.
Oof.
Ow. I have yet to eat something that spicy. Or unawares.
Luckily, that wasn't a huge adjustment for her.
Ouch. Sibling burn. Oof. I'm so sorry. That was different. That was weird.
What? Aren't you guys hungry too?
That was her stomach?
Oh, that was a stomach growl.
Did she
The rumbling in her stomach. Oh, I thought it was just her making sounds.
Imagine your voice director going up to you, or your voice coach going, okay, I want you to make a growling sound, but like a stomach growling sound with your mouth. And she did a great job.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, a little.
Yes, I'm ready to eat. Traveler, I'm afraid we'll have to send you back to the kitchen now.
No problem. What would you like?
Good question. I doubt we'll be able to decipher the menu, so why don't you recommend something? You should be pretty familiar with our tastes.
Nope. figure something out, though.
One more thing. Please, if you have a heart, don't make it spicy.
I want to really make it spicy now.
You freaking heartless jerk.
I have a heart. Fun fact.
Fun fact. Oh,
More dialogue.
I thought the blackback perch stew was actually pretty tasty.
And now that you know it's spicy, you won't be caught off guard, right? Why don't we give it another chance?
Once was more than enough.
Yep. Once you have a bad experience with food, it's understandably not. You don't want to do it again.
I challenge myself every few years.
Fontaine, huh? No wonder they can't handle too much spice. Still, if we make the food too bland, they might as well be eating back home.
Ouch.
True.
Fontaine food is apparently bland.
Really?
Yeah, they've talked about it like a few times now.
Oh, I have not taken a mental note of that. The food looks great from where I'm usually sitting. There's so much cake.
What do you recommend?
There's this crab and shrimp stir fry I know that could work. It's quite heavily seasoned, but it's a lot milder than it looks. It has a light but really satisfying flavor.
Ooh, that sounds perfect. What's it called?
Well, this is where it gets interesting. They call it the Palace Jewels. The crab roe is supposed to look like pearls of gold, and the shrimp meat like chunks of jade.
Green?
Okay.
Shrimp are usually green?
No.
I don't think they do.
But these shrimp are.
Apparently. That's a name.
Here's the recipe. When you're ready, go ahead and give it a try.
Oh, exclusive recipe.
I think we actually get these recipes for doing this quest.
That's awesome.
In each challenge of receiver of friends from afar, you must continuously prep and mix food to make dishes the guests want. After you begin preparing, the indicator on the slide will move back and forth between each end. When the indicator points at the corresponding area, click the button to mark one instance of success. After you begin mixing, hold the button to make the indicator bar move over the sliding ring when the indicator points at the prompted area, and release the button to make the instance a success. After you begin cooking, the indicator will slide. It will move back and forth between each end. When the indicator points to the cord, you get it. Wow, I am suddenly starving. Once the cooking is complete, you can plate and decorate the dish. 3 elements of dishes can be decorated: the tableware, the accessories, and the add-ons. Each element has several decorations to choose from. Well, now to just stare at this endlessly. Time to start cooking. Ding, ding, ding. Serve them up.
So seafood.
Ooh, nice animation.
Yeah. Okay, prepping.
Prepping.
Oh, there you go. Don't mess up.
Yeah, I know. I'm feeling the pressure.
Remember, you gotta get the butt, because you don't want to eat poop.
Yep.
Actually, that's a thing you should know about shrimp. Properly clean shrimp. If you make them from home, properly clean them.
Properly clean them. You don't want poop in your food.
You do not want poop. So spin. Oh.
Oh, a little close on that one.
Mixing complete.
Oh, just really flop it there. Okay, I was
Really got close on that one.
forgot it wasn't a hold.
That
Swap ornaments. Oh,
want to eat that. To eat now.
do I get graded on those?
I don't know. Just give me the food. I don't care about what's on the plate. I mean, I do care about what's on the plate. I mean,
They
I
want
don't care
spicy,
about the
so
plate.
Don't make it red to make them nervous. Give him
Honestly, it looks good as is.
looks fine. Oh, yeah, I love putting a rock on their plate.
It leaves in your shrimp. Honestly, this looks fine. What?
That's cute. I guess this is fine, just the way it is. Do I get graded on this part?
Bro, I don't know. Do you want to put the little cute things on it?
Yeah, I want to put the cute things
Put the
on
cute
it.
things on it. Boom.
Ah, Finchy cake.
Now you can like eat your food really fast because you're afraid that the little finches will eat your food for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it has the survivability kick in.
I'm assuming that last part is just decoration.
This dish is called
Yeah.
the Palace Jewels. Enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
They brought everything anyway.
Oh. What? It's giant shrimp.
I do find it funny that she is a cat and they are eating seafood. There's just something hilarious about that.
Ah, yes. We meant to say, you two must be tired after a long day of work. Do you want to eat with us?
Sure. Where do you want me to take a bite first? Make sure it's not poison or something?
Oh, now that you mention it, Paimon is a little hungry. Well, if you insist, then who are we to refuse?
We'll let our guests enjoy the first bite.
Oh, right. Of course. You're still our customers. Why aren't you eating?
You wanted seafood. Seafood.
The sauce looks a little overpowering.
Yeah, this is what the chef talked about.
According to Liyue custom, it's probably good table manners to let someone else go first.
Fremine, you're awesome.
Okay, Lyney.
Looks delicious, traveler. I guess I'll dig in first. Here goes.
You ordered the food, you'll eat it. No wasting.
What is it? Do you need some water?
No, it's delicious. The flavor is so pure. It's drenched in sauce, but somehow it just enhances the natural flavor of the seafood. Try it for yourselves.
All right.
Consume it.
What is that? Crab roe?
Yep, you have quite the palate, Lynette.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder it pairs so well with the shrimp meat. I've never seen it prepared this way before.
According to the creator, chewy crab complements succulent shrimp, making a spectacular seafood ensemble with a succulent flavor and luscious mouthfeel.
Wink?
Wink?
The crab roe glitters like pearls of gold, and the shrimp shines like chunks of jade. Hence its name, the Palace Jewels.
Mmm.
So that's where the name comes from. Huh. I suppose it's quite fitting then.
Was Paimon always this well spoken?
She just memorized what the recipe said, yep.
This dish must be right up your alley, Lynette. Huh?
It's half gone already? When did that happen?
Guys, I mean,
when you were busy.
obviously hungry cat. Come on.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're half busy yapping away.
I heard that in Liyue. The biggest compliment you can pay to the chef is to leave a clean plate. It's delicious. Thank you ever so much.
The thing is, if you order food that everyone shares and then you start getting distracted by something or start reading something, you can't be upset if you suddenly turn back to reality and your food is gone.
I actually had that happen recently.
Yeah, I know, that's
I
what
was
I'm
a
talking
part of it too. So we sat down with some people for lunch, and like we all ordered a big plate of fries just to try them out at this random restaurant. We were there once. And we're like, we'll try it and everything. They were really good. And one person of the group was like, I don't really care about these fries. I'm not feeling them and everything. They proceeded to get on their phone and read their phone. And then like 5 minutes later came back and were like, where did it all go? Everyone else ate the fries. And they were like, where? I'm just saying, they said they weren't interested, and they were there for like 5 minutes. So just, you know, if you want to eat, you got to, like, if you grow up in a big household with a lot of people, you just learn, if you have food in front of you,
You eat it.
you eat it.
Because if you don't, it is someone else's.
It's someone else. It's someone else's. Exactly.
Wait, don't fight over it. Hey, leave some for Paimon.
This is just what happens, Paimon.
Yep. You brought this on yourself.
I think I'm finally getting the hang of chopsticks.
Practice makes perfect, huh?
Yeah. Well, Lyney and Lynette picked it up in no time, but they're naturally dexterous.
Sleight of hand.
Unlike me. It's taken me a lot longer, but I'm slowly getting there. Speaking of chopsticks, in one of the shows we've seen here, someone performed a conjuring trick using a bowl and chopsticks. So if I want to be a good magician's assistant, I need to keep practicing.
That's so wholesome.
Wait, where's...
She's over there.
Oh, there she is.
Lynette's not
cat.
usually so forthcoming about what she likes. But this time, well, she's expressed it in more ways than one. I guess you've rubbed off on her too. Or maybe your cooking is simply too delicious to resist.
Thank you.
The next time our paths cross in Fontaine, you'll have to fire up your cooking skills for my other siblings as well. How does that sound, oh great master chef?
Whatever you say, oh great magician.
Oh yeah? Well then, I'll have to clear my schedule.
Yep, she's with the cat.
Calorie surplus detected. Digestion mode engaged.
Never seen you eat so much. Weird thing to say, but sure.
Yeah. Well, Lyney and I are usually careful about what we eat because we have to stay in performance shape. That, plus it's generally bad manners to overindulge at the dinner table. But once in a while, it's nice to treat yourself in the company of family. Besides, if I'd waited until my brothers were finished trying to outpolite each other, the food would have gone cold.
Yeah.
I feel this.
Let me just wander over the ingredients. Hey!
So
I'm
your
reporting
friends
you.
like the dish, huh? Well done. Not bad at all for your first day on the job.
What happens if you fail?
That would be hilarious. And also probably Paimon just eats it.
There'll be more to come, so keep it up.
Yep, and that is the recipe.
Wow.
Now for just the next day. Okay, so we just have, just three.
Oh, there's multiple people. Cool. Okay, day number 2.
Day number dose.
That's the mail.
I know.
Oh, you went there on purpose?
Yeah.
I thought you totally missed the clock, if I'm being honest. I thought it was like, I'm going in for the 6 a.m.
Wait, was it the day after tomorrow, or? Oh, well.
I have no idea.
Just to be safe.
Wait, was it 6 to 8 o'clock? If it's 6 to 8 o'clock, we may have to wait a little bit.
Is that 6 to 8?
I don't remember.
I'm just kind of used to just requiring, was. So used to all the quests starting at 8.
Yeah, give yourself some time here. I can't even remember. How long is an hour in Genshin? Like in real time? Is it like a minute?
I just need to be there all the time, bro. Yeah. Nothing fancy.
Oh, the map is so pretty.
Hello.
Morning. The boss tells me that both new and returning customers have nothing but good things to say about you. I have to admit, I was a little worried about throwing you right into the deep end, but it looks like you've got what it takes to handle the day-to-day here. So it should be plain sailing. Well, Just as long as we don't run into any extremely picky customers with unreasonably specific requests.
Ugh. About that.
Oh, have you had someone like that before?
Of course. The worst are those old scholars who have barely cooked a day in their life, but think reading a stack of books on the topic makes them the expert.
Fun.
Man, you're just insulting her, and she's having such a great day.
They criticize you for no reason, claiming your cooking method isn't faithful to the original, or that the flavor profile isn't authentic because you used an ingredient that wasn't in their beloved centuries-old version of the recipe.
This is Wang Shuin. It does have the look and feel of a time-honored establishment.
I know that voice.
Oh, innkeeper! We'll have each of your signature dishes, please, as fast as you can serve them. The most expensive ones.
I don't want to be here right now.
Oh boy.
Faruzan! Oops, Madam Faruzan.
Hey.
Oh my! Traveler, Paimon, whatever are you doing here?
By the way, I just want to clarify, I love Faruzan. I just don't want to be her cook.
I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be her cook at all.
I can be friends with her. Not cook for her.
Oh, I would easily be friends with her. Easily.
Oh, hey, you can see the thing. The
You
background
can.
now.
You can. That's awesome.
We could ask you the same thing. Where'd you suddenly get the funds to go sightseeing? And to order the most expensive things on the menu?
Probably want a ancient puzzle.
It's research. No, it's research.
I'm not here to sightsee. Exemplary scholars like myself are highly sought after by cruise operators in need of an onboard consultant as they travel
Ooh.
the world.
Is that Layla? And also the tiny merchant.
It's Dia, at least.
Madam
Dia?
Not
Faruzan,
Dia.
Please. Slow down.
Something. Merchant.
None of us slept last night. How come Madam Farzan still has so much energy?
Wait, I'm trying to remember.
She's really over 100 years old.
Daniel, who the freak is the merchant with the slime?
She keeps going.
Small merchant.
What was her name? Well, we're about to find out. What was her name?
I guess we'll find out.
Ah!
Dory.
It's all my fault. She's been like this ever since I told her I'd be paying the expenses.
Ooh,
So
big
that's,
mistake.
That's what happened. Okay.
So how are you three together?
Layla! And Dory? Huh. Never would have bet on this combination.
Why don't you all take a breath and take a seat? Said that backwards, but it's fine.
Why don't you all take a
Temporary
breath
chef,
and
huh?
catch a seat?
Wow.
Catch a seat.
No rest for the wicked. Well, if the chef here is trusting you to run his whole kitchen, then I've got no doubt we're in for some authentic Liyue specialties.
So, why are you all in Liyue again? Something about being an onboard consultant?
I got my hands on a new boat from Fontaine a while ago, equipped with cutting-edge navigation technology. If we manage to spread the word, it could have huge business potential.
Uh-huh.
Right now, we're doing some test runs. We sailed from Port Ormos to Rito, then from Rito to Liyue Harbor. Next, we're planning to go to Dornman Port.
Oh, Madam Farzan and me were hired to fine-tune the compass and other equipment. We sailed around the Sea of Clouds all of last night to put the system through some stress testing.
That sounds like illegal overtime.
Overtime for which they'll both be fairly compensated. They're both here willingly. The contract is crystal clear on that.
Of course.
You really cover all your bases, don't you? Let Paimon guess. Paying the expenses is part of the compensation, isn't it? No wonder Madam Faruzan is going for all the most expensive dishes.
It's not every day someone tells you to order whatever you like. Now, first up, we'll have the...
Faruzan, Madam Faruzan, that is. While I am more than happy to treat you both to the most expensive dishes on the menu, we must remember that most expensive does not always mean best.
That's true.
Very true.
That's super true.
Painfully true.
I've heard that the most expensive dishes in Liyue are usually either seafood-based or take an exceptionally long time to prepare. Now, I don't know about you two, but after so many days at sea, I don't think I can so much as look at another piece of seafood again for at least the foreseeable future.
Huh. That's actually a good point.
Not to mention that poor Layla here looks like she's about to faint from hunger.
I think she's asleep.
Huh? Oh, that's not because of hunger.
You poor thing.
Surely the wise and virtuous Madame Faruzan could not bear to watch her poor students sit here and waste away.
Oh, well, of course I care about my students' well-being, but why do I feel like I'm being tricked?
Because you are.
So, let's not order anything that'll take too long to prepare. Aside from that and seafood, we'll take whatever other expensive dishes you have. Over to you, traveler.
That was great.
Of course. 100 of everything.
Daniel. You like Dory. Don't make her go broke.
That would be so much fun, wouldn't it?
No, it would not.
No seafood and nothing that takes too long to cook. The rest is up to you.
Thank you.
I had my eye on Adeptus Temptation, bamboo shoot soup, and golden shrimp balls. But I suppose they'll have to wait for the next time. But
Dude.
that could be years from now.
Golden shrimp balls sounds so good.
Aw, Madame Faruzan looks so deflated all of a sudden. Please still try to choose dishes on the expensive side, okay?
That's such a weird freaking sentence.
Whatever would make her happy.
Cause yeah, like at least here in the countryside of like the US of A, a lot of the super expensive dishes usually they're usually tourist traps.
Usually tourists.
And they're just there to get your money. Like the best stuff, just ask the locals what you should get.
Or to go to like a hole in the wall.
Yeah, a hole in the wall is great.
So, expensive, but no seafood, and nothing that takes too long to cook. That rules out pretty much our entire menu. Do these people get a kick out of being impossible to please?
That Dory! Is she doing this on purpose?
I bet more that she is.
This isn't Lioli Pavilion or Xianyun Kiosk. This is Wangshu Inn. We don't stock up on rare and exotic ingredients. We only get them in if someone puts in a special reservation.
So we're just gonna have to make normal food.
Well, if we're stuck with regular ingredients and we're on a time limit, there's only one way to bump up the price. And that's by cooking a dish that uses the chef's expertise and creativity to the fullest.
True.
As it happens, I know a recipe for something called trembling strings and rushing reeds. It can be whipped up quickly with what we already have in the kitchen. One plate usually goes for 30,000 mora.
What?
What's the conversion rate into US dollars? with that?
Regardless, that's a lot of something.
Huh.
30,000? But if it's quick to make and isn't fancy, what exactly makes it so special?
Quick doesn't have to mean quick and easy. To perfect this dish, you need expert knife work and very precise control over the heat. You have to finely slice several different types of meat into fine threads, knead them together into strips, then gently stir-fry them in the pan. What you end up with is a whole variety of flavors that come through layer by layer. This dish is unique in offering a harmonious blend of multiple kinds of meat, all cooked to perfection, while still bursting with their own distinct flavors. Do it right, and you've got a culinary masterpiece in your hands. But if you botch it, it's just a bunch of meat thrown on a plate.
Ouch.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! So this dish gets its value not from the ingredients, but the chef's expertise!
Do you think I'll be able to pull this off?
Now, don't worry. I can take care of the kneading and other prep work for you. You just focus on bringing it all together.
Believe in yourself. You can do this! And if you mess it up, Paimon will still be happy to eat it.
Thank you. Money game time. Actually, do you have anything else to say?
Legend has it that a master chef once made this dish from 5
goodness, I tried.
different kinds of meat. It speaks to my lack of skill that I can only handle 3.
Really?
Cooking time. Meat, and...
So it's what, ham, steak, and chicken?
Something like that. Hard to tell in video game. Repairing.
Yeah, I feel like ham, steak, and chicken. That's pretty easy to make work together.
Bam. Wabang. Bam. Wham. Dang.
You lost confidence in that like halfway through, you know?
Yes, I did.
You almost had it. Like the
I
beginning was
almost
great, but then the ending just kind of like sputtered out. Oh, Daniel, it's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not. Oh, tricky. You threw me off for like half a second. Ow.
You failed.
See, that is what you get for being cocky. You slap it all right there, and
I don't know if it works like that.
of course it does.
Are we preparing meat? How did it become liquids?
What? I got punished?
Apparently.
What?
Oh! Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
that looks good. Why did I get punished?
Apparently you just weren't good enough.
But the thing was going dink, and it purred over there. What?
Obviously that's a you problem, not a game problem.
Clearly, that's a me problem.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
I am famished.
I'd eat the crap out of that, man.
Food's ready. Please enjoy.
Ooh, smells delightful. Oh, we meant to ask, have you two eaten breakfast yet? If not, why don't you join us at the table?
Why?
Why?
Did Dory just offer us a free meal?
What?
When did she become so generous?
She wants us to split the check or something?
Let's not forget that the biggest business deals are always settled over a meal. Come on, sit down and join us. Everyone, dig in.
I'm missing something.
What are you planning?
This dish looks simple enough, and I did my research, so surely it can't cost all that much. Worst case scenario, maybe 10,000 mora?
A little off.
This dish had better be worth working overtime all night for. Well, traveler, this is the moment of truth.
Oh, so tired. So sleepy. I just want to eat up and get to bed.
And it is pretty relatable sometimes.
Is this foul? Oh, wait. No, the texture is more like shroom boar.
There's a different flavor in every bite. And the discerning palate might detect a hint of something smoked, too.
Holy crap, she's going insane.
Quite marvelous. How is this made?
The smokiness is from the ham. That is my addition.
Ham? But I don't see any ham anywhere. Oh.
Haha! So you've noticed. Yep, every single strip is kneaded from several different kinds of meat. Paimon and Yanxiao put in a lot of effort to make it just right.
Oh.
So I'm not an expert or anything, but don't different meats have different cooking times?
Yes.
How is everything in this dish cooked to perfection?
Carefully. Because?
Well, you see, that's a trade secret.
I know some special cooking techniques.
Wow. So this dish really is one of a kind.
Clicking buttons.
That makes the whole
Oh,
trip
yeah.
worth it. By the way, does this special dish have a name?
Paimon forgot to mention that part. The dish is called Trembling Strings and Rushing Reeds, alluding to the way that the different threads of meat are woven together. And also...
You know, that name actually makes sense. That makes more sense than a lot of food names that we have in real life.
The complex layers of flavor, yes? Akin to the harmonies of a musical ensemble?
Sure.
The name, if I'm not mistaken, is a Liyue idiom that evokes a vigorous orchestral performance featuring both stringed and wind instruments playing together.
Quite an apt name for this dish.
Yes.
Yes.
How did you know all that?
Every student has to master at least 20 languages before they graduate. Wait, is that not a requirement anymore?
Whoa. Hold up. 20? Wow.
Didn't realize there were even that many languages in, Teyvat.
Huh? Oh, that used to be a thing?
Layla's like, thank God I was born in this century.
Holy crap, you know, maybe I do respect Faruzan a little more.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot that you're also from Haravatat.
So, anyway, how much does this dish cost?
50,000 mora.
30,000. What are you talking about? It's 30,000.
Well, I know, but if you're just like, I'm just joking, it's actually, it's 30,000.
I
Sounds
guess
a
you.
little better, right?
I guess you could do that. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Oh, don't worry, not too much. That'll be 30,000 more, please and thank you.
What is that face?
That is a great Paimon face.
30,000? About that, Paimon, traveler, I merely invited you to join us at the table, did I not? I don't believe I committed to paying for you.
Saw this coming a mile away.
I'm your chef.
So, perhaps we could split the bill accordingly?
No. Winking does not help you.
Oh, Paimon knew it was too good to be true.
30,000 more surely isn't an outrageous amount for the most magnanimous Lord of Sangonomiya Bay.
Yeah, as a famous merchant, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Surely you're not a cheapskate.
But every single mora matters, you know?
Of course it does.
All right. I'll just consider that the cost of learning about this dish. Once I'm back in Sumeru, I'll be sure to find someone to help me recreate the dish. And then I'll make it all back.
Sure.
Actually, you could open a restaurant with your money. Yeah. Why haven't you?
Layla?
I feel so much better now that I've gotten some food in me. Delicious food really does wonders for one's spirits.
Never thought you'd take on such strenuous work.
My advisor said that young people shouldn't stay cooped up in the academia all the time. They told me that I should take the chance to get out and see the stars in other skies.
Well, that's a nice sentiment.
Maybe I can think of it as my first internship experience. But it sure is exhausting.
Wait, where'd the tiny merchant go? Ah, there you are.
Now, how should I justify a high price tag for a dish without any fancy ingredients? Maybe start by giving it a fancy sounding name?
By the way, that whole spiel about no seafood and taking too long to cook. Be honest, you chose Wangshu Inn to try to save money, didn't you? What do you think?
Both sound good to me.
I should have known you'd see through me. Everyone was exhausted and seasick when I made the offer last night, so I figured they probably wouldn't be able to eat all that much today. Well, you saw how that turned out. I tried placing some limitations on the order to keep costs under control, but you still found a way around my schemes. That's what I get for not thoroughly researching the market beforehand.
Honestly, it may have been... I think you made it worse.
Probably.
Because I think if you just ordered the most expensive thing on the menu, probably would have been fine.
Hey, you're not even paying those too much of a salary. Just treat them fairly next time and don't be so stingy.
You're one to talk Paimon. You're a freeloader whenever you get the chance.
Well, yeah, but that's why Paimon's qualified to talk about this.
Experience.
She's an experienced freeboater. Freeloader? Whatever
Yes.
it's called.
Freeboater. I like that.
Even though I didn't get to try Adeptus Temptation or Bamboo Shoot Soup, this trembling strings and rushing reeds was still quite impressive. Thank you for making it.
Never thought you'd take a job away from any ruins.
Well, about that. Even though newfangled contraptions are hardly my cup of tea, Dora's offer was quite enticing.
Oh?
She said that every time we stopped at a new harbor, I'd be free to go and pick out some ancient books at the market and bring them back to Sumeru. I couldn't resist an offer like that. So I offered to join for the lowest possible pay to undercut all my Ksharawar competitors.
What?
Well, even if someone's smart, they can still be dumb in some ways, I guess. That's fine.
Maybe I just
Walk over the
misunderstood what
ingredients.
she said there. I don't know. I'm confused.
We're off to a good start this morning. Keep up the good work. I'm counting on you.
Oh, we did do everything right. Okay.
This is basically like just world building.
Oh,
Just a bunch
gosh
of
darn
lore. You were off by 11 minutes.
Darn. That could have been really fast.
You could have literally got the quest and it would have updated instantly. Bright and early in the morning.
Boring. Isn't there?
Aw.
That's awesome.
Observe guest reactions.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what that means ultimately, but it's cute art.
Interesting.
It is
to
cute
do.
art.
I don't know if that represents their feelings.
Morning. Time to fire up the stove for another day of customers. Thanks again.
No problem. I love serving like 5 days worth of customers in
Great work.
one day.
Well, you're looking more like a head chef every day. Whatever crazy characters come walking through that door, I know you'll be able to handle them.
Why'd you say that?
Wait, no! Every time you say something like that, you jinx it!
Ito, I'm calling
Hey,
it.
That's not true. Anyway, I didn't mean it like that.
Let's go!
Oh no.
I cannot believe I got to call that.
Dude, what up, bro? I didn't know you were in Liyue too. It's always nice to run into a Brody and a Zoomin fellow. Wait, did I say that right?
Okay, my first thought was Ito, my second thought was Hu Tao, but Hu Tao's from Liyue, so that wouldn't make sense, really.
Almost. I think you meant fellow Inazuman abroad, boss.
So who did you run into? Ayato?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we gotta look out for
Hey.
each other when we're this far from home, don't we, Ayato?
Yo, we got this! We know how the devs think.
I also know who he considers his bro.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that.
They're good friends with him having no idea who he actually is.
Oh, Bull Checker! What are you doing here?
Chucking bulls.
Oh, hey, Flying Lavender Melon! Of the sky-cleaving white iron variety. And my compadre, too! All my buddies in one place! God, today's my lucky day!
Wow, the Ryuji energy is on fire today.
Didn't you say you were gonna knuckle down and earn some more when you got home? How come you're back in Liyue so soon?
True.
That could wait. As soon as I announce that Arataki Itto is available for hire, they'll be throwing Mora at me. Right now, I got a more urgent situation to attend to. I'm in the mood for some good, spicy food.
Well, the fact that she let you come, man, you look very dejected, even though you said that so energetically.
Oh, and while we're here, we were gonna also see if Grandmaster Hanakado's okay and whatnot.
Yeah, that too. Don't ask. Got it.
What about you?
Not too long ago, I heard a rumor that someone was hosting an Onikabuto fighting contest in Liyue. Naturally, I came here as soon as I could. But, alas, it was too late.
It was too late.
What? You missed it? Aw, man, what a bummer.
Quite the bummer, indeed. Though all is not lost. Since you're here, you'll be able to tell me all about it.
He's the one who orchestrated it, actually.
Sure thing, my man. But let's catch up over some food, huh? Where's the chef, anyway? Hey, get the chef out here. I got compadres to feed.
I'm the chef.
Yeah, sure, me too. Wait, what?
You're helping in the kitchen now.
You're hired.
Wow, Bullchucker set up that one for us really nicely. Gotta give him some credit for that.
But the main chef is another guy.
Good one, compadre. You almost got me there. All right, well, get the chef out here.
So, may I take your order? If you're entertaining guests, I can recommend the Palace Jewels, a Trembling Strings and Rushing Reeds.
Don't do that to
or-
him.
Boss, don't forget the budget.
Yeah, okay. Got anything a little more, down to earth?
Budget friendly. Think college student or university or whatever they have in Genshin. Student.
Down to earth. Oh, well, we do a mean humbly enough. Real hearty dish with a ton of flavor, and we don't skimp on the portion size either. That'd be the best value for your Mora.
Okay.
Humbly enough, huh? Oh, sounds like my kind of grub. We'll take that. No need for anything fancy. We're all friends here.
Excellent choice, Itto. I'm no fan of culinary ostentation either. Sometimes a bro just knows.
Mm-hmm.
A bro just knows. Yes, a bro just knows. Bros don't suppose, 'cause bros just knows.
Oh, okay.
Max is on fire today, man. Wow.
Is this for real? Ah, whatever. Paimon's leaving you guys to it.
Max Middleman is still one of my favorite voice actors out there. He's so good.
Where on earth did
She's in there.
Oh.
Well, that's what we meant
Seriously,
to do.
if I'd blinked, I would have missed it. Crimson Staff just launched itself at Bloom Pruner and sent it flying.
I'd expect
What?
no less of the bona fide Beetle Battle King himself. It sounds like a truly epoch-defining duel.
I love that these two are friends.
Yep.
Hello. Hi, Farina.
Did you mean to turn around?
I did not turn around. Hi.
The air was getting stifling, so I made some excuses and slipped away. Anyway, thanks for taking the hint earlier. I'll fill you in later.
Okie dokie. First things first, cooking over the ingredients.
Gotta say, your friend's quite a character. Still, humbly enough isn't that hard to make, so I don't think we'll have any problems with this order.
Actually, why is it called Humbly Enough anyway? A hearty meat dish is a good start, but in Paimon's experience, one humble dish is never enough.
I said it was hearty, but I never said it contained meat. Don't be fooled by the appearance. It's actually just tofu, made to look and taste like meat.
Really?
You can do that?
Wait, tofu's made of beans, isn't it?
Oh.
Bullchucker can't eat that. Guess we should get them to pick something else instead.
What's the issue? I think I caught the word tofu.
Wait, what are you doing? The kitchen is staff members only. Never mind. I'll let it slide. Ma'am, could you possibly ask your boss to order something else instead?
No one gets my bro Ayato like I do. I hereby declare that Humbly Enough will be an everlasting symbol of our friendship, or my name ain't Arataki Itto.
I love this so much.
Well, his death is a sacrifice that is needed, I guess.
Daniel, no!
Hey, where's our food at? Hurry up, I'm almost done recounting the epic adventures of Crimson Staff.
You're not a good customer.
As you can see, changing the order may be a little difficult.
Oh, brother, his whole ego is riding on this, huh? Even if we break the news to him, he'd probably rather eat the tofu than eat his words.
We're locked in now. Gotta cook that dish.
I don't know.
How about we throw in some free appetizers?
Sounds good. I'll make sure he fills up on those. We'll just have to play the rest by ear.
Before he takes a bite and dies.
Yeah, actually, we're gonna kill him.
I never knew tofu allergy was even a thing. Okay, I'll handle the appetizers. You take care of the main event.
I can help too. Don't worry, I'm qualified. I passed Liyue's senior culinary exam once.
What have you not passed?
I was about to ask the same thing. I'll be surprised the day where we find out Cookie can't do a thing.
That would genuinely shock me.
Yeah.
Tofu, chili, flour, sugar, salt.
That sounds very good. Doop, doop.
It's time to prep. Bip, bop, bonk.
Remember, Dale,
and boop.
if you do anything wrong, we may actually kill him.
Bonk. Well, that. Oh no. Well, he's dead. I'm sorry, Itto.
Dale, you had one job, and that was to not kill the Oni boy.
Anyway.
Do.
Did somebody go past the thing? Actually, I'm kind of curious.
They die.
Okay, there's literally nothing that happens. I was curious.
You don't get the speedrunner bonus. That's what you get.
No!
You lose out on it.
Itto dies of starvation.
Actually.
Ah!
That looks so good. I really want that. It almost looks like square pancakes with chilies.
Almost.
Oh my goodness.
Pardon me as I,
Food's here!
You will die. Don't eat that. This is actually not a joking
so
matter.
This is humbly enough. You guys don't mess around. Woo! Love me that portion size.
You really need to tell him.
Come on, compadre, grab a seat. We're all friends here, so don't hold back. I'm just gonna dig right in.
If you kill someone with food allergies, you do get pinned for murder, right? If you know, if they can prove that you knew.
well, I mean, if you knew.
Boss, we should respect the local customs. Here in Liyue, it's polite to let the guests eat first.
You are not about to make us eat this entire portion.
Light? Shinobu, I thought old-timey traditions weren't your style.
Now that I've finished in the kitchen, I am a guest too.
Huh? Are you kidding me, compadre? Oh, wait, I get it. The food smells so dang good, now everyone's dying to go first. Well, guess I only got my own good taste to blame. Go on, dive in. I'll wait till last.
I love that Itto looks so... From this back shot, he looks so menacing. He genuinely looks like some kind of shogun. And then it's his personality that gets you, and it's like totally perfect.
He's gonna die. Eat it all.
I see.
Finally, it's my turn. Woo-hoo! I spy a big chunk of deliciousness with my name on it.
Wait! Don't.
Huh? Wait, what is it now?
You got the Spymon?
Okay, here goes. Anyway, so, Paimon forgot to tell you the really cool origin story of this dish.
Yes.
Origin story? Dude, who cares where it came from? We all know where it's going. Am I right? Down the gullet.
Yep.
Skipping the origin story is like going traveling without a tour guide. Trust Paimon, you get way more out of the experience after you hear it.
Uh-huh.
Paimon makes an astute observation. Much as every tea must be appreciated on its own terms, is it not a waste of the chef's goodwill to sample a dish without hearing its tale?
My compadre's goodwill, huh? Oh, can't have that going to waste. All right then, give me the full story. I'm all ears.
That's more like it. Let's start with the ingredients. Actually, no. Let's start with the story story of Xianyun, which
What are we doing?
with the history of Dihua Marsh.
Are they trying to put him to sleep?
Probably.
Now's our chance, traveler.
Man, the tale of Dihua Marsh hits hard. People in the past had it pretty rough. Makes you appreciate what you got. Humbly enough, yeah, that's a good way to think about life.
He actually listened. That's really awesome, man.
There's no sad way to tofu from here. How did we get so off topic? Well, good news is there's only a little bit left.
But we're all
Stuff. Oh, compadre, Shinobu, have you been eating this whole time? Save me some dreads, why don't ya?
You're gonna die. You don't
That's it,
understand.
I'm done waiting. It's my turn to eat.
Well, he's dead.
Boss, that's made of...
One moment, Itto. I have a small request, if you would be so kind as to consider it. I left home in a hurry and was unable to bring any of my family with me. They've all heard so much about you and are huge admirers of the Arataki gang, so they will be devastated to learn that they missed out on this opportunity. However, if you were willing to let me bring the remaining portion of Humbly enough back to them, I'm sure it will help to lift their spirits.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm with him. If someone's like, you don't get to eat, I'd be like, what?
Boss, you gotta do right by your friends. They're pretty big on that in Liyue. Besides, you did eat quite a lot of the grilled fish while we were waiting for the main course.
Never mind. Never mind.
Including mine and Ayato's.
Huh? Oh, those were for you guys? Ah, dang it. I got too carried away telling that story, didn't I? In that case, pass my regards to your fam, bro. El Chefe, can we get the rest of this to go?
Sure, bro.
I love Itto. Bro, we would be such good friends!
Count Crushmore. Instant kill. I never knew there were so many elite beetle fighters in Liyue.
Didn't really come all this way for Onikabuto fighting for that contest, didn't you?
Can you imagine? That would be tardiness of the most unfashionable variety. No, in truth, this trip is part business, part leisure.
How come you didn't come to the Lantern Rite then?
Every visitor has their own agenda. For some, the festivities are all the more reason to visit. For others, all the more reason to avoid the crowds. In any case, one way or another, I seem to have ended up in the right place at the right time. Now, as for the leftover tofu... Yes, I'm sure Toma will dispose of it as he sees fit.
Please, you can also give some to your sister. Don't torture Toma with it.
I mean, it is just tofu. It's not like it's gonna kill him.
I know, but you don't know what he's gonna do with it. The horrors beyond imagine.
I have to get back to the docks as soon as this meal is done.
So, why did you really come to Liyue?
Well, thing is...
Aren't you studying?
I can explain. Boss recently found work as a sailor, which allowed him to hitch a ride here.
Oh!
After the ship docked, he had some free time to do as he pleases. He's been using that time to hang out with Grandmaster Hanakato.
Just because he's here already! No other reason.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
That's cool. He's a sailor now.
Yeah, he's working.
I can actually see it.
Looks like that's all sorted. All right. Take some time to collect yourself. The next big group is coming in.
I don't know why, but I could totally see Itto being a sailor, but I could also see him, like, you know, drowning and sinking like a rock.
As long as no bandits show up on the waves and throw beans upon his body.
Yet again, you are right. Right there.
I feel like it doesn't intentionally.
Is it doing that intentionally, I wonder?
It feels like it.
Because you definitely were 6 minutes off. Too bad. Which is like seconds. Seconds, I say.
I took my time talking to people.
How time flies. My burns are almost healed now, so I should be ready to take back the kitchen tomorrow. You've
Nice.
really gone above and beyond these past few days. Last day today. Here's hoping we get through it without incident.
Too bad.
Why does Paimon feel like you just jinxed us again?
Is it gonna be
The
Okay,
pickiest
wait.
people imaginable.
Wait, I need to think about this. Venti and Zhongli maybe, or Shogun? No, that'd be.
The day passes without incident.
Wait, what? Really? Xiao? Maybe Xiao?
We
Maybe
made
Xiao.
it all the way to the evening. It ended up being a pretty smooth day after all. Maybe it's because we've gotten so experienced at running this whole thing.
Is it gonna be like Venti, like in that one cutscene?
Maybe.
We've come a long way since our first day on the job, haven't we? Back then, we were struggling to remember who ordered what. But everything's a piece of cake now.
Day still isn't over yet.
Yeah, but who would come by this late in the evening? Actually, now that Paimon thinks of it, Lyney and his siblings came around about this time the first day, didn't they?
We have not heard Amber or Eula's voice actresses in a long time.
Traveler? Paimon? Fancy seeing you two here.
Hello.
Amber? And Eula and Mika, too! Are you here for dinner? Why so late in the day?
We just finished an escort mission for a merchant caravan. The original plan was to make do with some rations for this evening and continue our trek north towards Stonegate.
Why was your accent so thick in the beginning of that?
He nailed it.
But Captain Eula brought up the fact that none of us have eaten Liyue cuisine for quite some time. We thought we might as well swing by the inn and see if we can still order something.
Same voice actor. But
he's
doing something different. It's I kind of like it.
But the weird thing is the accent starts really thick in the beginning and then like mellows out as the sentence continues. Huh. Interesting.
Ooh, so this is Eula's treat, huh?
We've been eating the same rations for the entire trip, so I simply thought it was high time we had ourselves a proper meal. Do you have a problem with that?
Not at all.
Welcome to the inn. May I take your order?
Good question. What should we get? Wait a sec. Why are you taking our order?
I'm trying to poison you.
Good luck with that.
I feel like she'd believe me far more on that than me being the chef.
The Traveler's been filling in for the chef here. You came at just the right time. You'll be the last customers to enjoy her cooking before the original chef takes back the reins.
It's been a while since they messed that up.
Wow, really? Good thing Eula suggested we come here. I wouldn't want to miss this. So, what shall we get? I'm not as familiar with Liyue cuisine as I used to be. Mika, Eula, what are you in the mood for?
Anything goes. I'm just looking forward to trying the honorary knight's cooking for myself. I'm sure it'll be a great learning opportunity for me.
Something small, I suppose. We have to hit the road again after we eat. Beyond that, anything goes.
Sure.
Wasn't it your idea to come here, though? Eesh, this is like getting blood from a stone. All right, guess it's up to you, Amber. You name it, we'll cook it.
Huh? Then I guess... I don't really mind either. Anything goes.
Ah. Foreshadowing. From the beginning, the hardest customers are the ones that let you do anything.
Ah!
I'm sorry.
I mean, at that point, I'm gonna make you anything, and you can't complain about it.
At a restaurant, I'm usually that person that goes with anything, but at a restaurant, I usually just pick something.
You want to be decisive.
Sorry. I really can't think of anything off the top of my head. I mean, I could pick from the menu at random,
Yes.
but I'd feel more comfortable leaving the chef to choose.
Oh, one thing. I know I said I don't mind what we have, but no alcohol, please. Neither of them can drink. It's a real pity.
Wait, is it? Yeah, Mika's too young.
I've still got some sparkling water here.
Yeah, Mika's way too young to drink, I think. Wait, what is the drinking age
Yeah,
in
not
Genshin?
too young to battle across the lands, going to dangerous areas and risking his life.
Anything goes, huh? Oh dear. This is a chef's worst nightmare. With no idea of your customers' palates, you're left to make a wild guess.
Yep.
Still, now that you've worked in the kitchen for so many days, I have faith that you'll be able to figure it out. Go on. Show them what you've got.
Let me think. What would they like? What could they be craving?
If you're an adventurer, I'm assuming meat.
Judging from the look on your face, you've already figured it out.
Sure.
All right, then. Go ahead and show them what you've got.
For me, it would be a coin toss. So they're from Mondstadt.
The recipe,
so you could,
anything goes.
You could fix something that's similar to Mondstadt food, or you could go with something that's
ham, bamboo shoot, egg, flour, and dragon snap thing? I forgot what it's called. A simple dish filled with rich flavors straight from the wok. Made from stir-fried ham, bird eggs, rice, and all manner of other ingredients. They say that the myriad recipes for fried rice have resulted in being considered the first choice for those who don't know what to eat at that moment. Of note, it is the fact that this simple dish is, in truth, quite the comprehensive test of a chef's capabilities. Only skill and will.
Only skill and will.
All right. They say we'll get you a dish that brings back memories of home. So we're making fried rice.
But with everything in it. I've had that before. Yeah. It's very good. Like everything in the kitchen just goes into the rice, and it's great. If you're at the right restaurant.
If you're at the right restaurant. Completed. Choppy, slicey, dicey. Time to stir. Bam. Boom. Wahang. Bush.
Nice.
Nothing tricky this time.
Plop. Because that was rice. That looked like rice to me.
Liquid rice.
Butter.
How is that my fault?
I don't think it is. I think it just bounces.
It took a pip away from me.
Oh. You should know where the invisible one is. That looks so good. That actually looks almost identical to, the thing I had.
Also, it looks like it just has peas and carrots in it.
Yeah, no, it obviously should have more little bits and stuff in it, but
There you go. Fried rice. Hard to mess up.
This is delicious. Perfectly seasoned, and even the rice is bursting with flavor.
Dale, I would argue that fried rice is very easy to mess up. Not for me. I have never made fried rice, but from what I've heard, it's both easy and hard all at the same time.
Depends on the chef.
Nothing like a piping hot meal served straight from the stove. I've missed this.
You've put the finest Favonian field rations to shame, and that's no mean feat. So tell us, traveler, what's this one called?
It's Cubs! Paimon's guessing we can't just call it anything goes, right? Oh, hell, Paimon doesn't know how to explain this dish at all. It's got no name, it's just basic ingredients simply cooked.
Paimon, that was
Basic
amazing.
Ingredients simply cooked? Really? I could have sworn that you put something fancy in here, or gave it some kind of chef's magic touch.
This isn't the finest dish in the world, but it's the one you needed right now.
Not the finest dish in the world, but the one they need right now. Okay, you've lost Paimon. What do you mean?
You've been on the road for a long time, and you've only been eating field rations the entire time.
So you mean we only think this is delicious because we're so hungry? There's got to be more to it than that.
Perhaps the fact that the aroma of freshly cooked hot food is a welcome change from cold, pre-prepared rations.
I was, yeah.
Kinda like the feeling of waking up to the smell of freshly baked bread in the morning? Huh, that makes sense.
Sure, I guess.
Bro, that's a great smell.
It's almost like we're back at Good Hunter again.
But Good Hunter's in Mondstadt. Why make a point of trying Lyric cuisine if you can't even taste the difference?
for anyone who's never been able to experience that, if you ever go on a vacation or a trip somewhere that has a marketplace where they bake bread, go there early in the morning.
Unfortunately, here in the US of A, there's
a lot of places you can get that.
Well, you gotta be in special.
You gotta be in the right area. You can't just be in the middle of nowhere. But
in
yeah,
most areas.
But in other countries, though, there's a lot of places that have that. It's so magical.
Oh, I'm not talking about the taste. I just meant the feeling of comfort, you know? It's like the feeling of coming home.
Yeah, I get that from fried rice. Yeah.
Comfort. Coming home. Well, Yanxiao did say we want to make our guests feel right at home.
What makes for a tasty dish is highly subjective.
Yeah. That's super true.
But a chef caters to all customers.
You meant to say comers, I think.
Same thing. And that's a chef's passion for putting a smile on customers' faces.
So in other words, the secret ingredient is passion?
It's love.
And depending on the day, could be some stress or bitterness, some joy, all the emotions.
Depends.
Despite how terribly cliched that sounds, I'll admit that it holds true for this meal. Well played. Mark my words, I'll remember this recipe.
Sorry. The only
you're
reason
making jokes now.
The only reason I had to bring up the emotions is because I recently saw a video where these guys were trying food at a restaurant and someone said it's made with love, and the guy retorted, "Do you ever make it? Do you have anything on the menu or any days when you make it with hate?"
Occasionally.
Just off days.
Depends.
Okay, but you can't really have a recipe without a name, though, right? Have we come up with a name for this dish yet?
Have any ideas?
How about right at home?
I like that. Sure. Wow. What?
The rations we brought were adapted from my signature moon pies to come up with something even tastier. I gotta hand it to you. You did a great job.
You've been eating pie this whole time?
Dude,
I hope meat pie,
what is
veggie
it? Wait,
pie,
what is a moon pie made of?
I don't know.
That sounds good.
I want a meat pie. It's been so long since I've had a meat pie.
A meat pie? Bro, I don't even remember the last time I had a meat pie. That isn't a thing we really have in America. Well, that's another thing. Again, it depends where you live. Where we live, that's not a thing.
Still,
That's common.
Please do drop by and try a few Stormcrest pies next time you're in town. I insist.
Bro, I want a pie now. Just any kind of pie. Or no, you know what I could go for? Some pineapple upside down cake.
Amber?
Sorry. I zoned out just now. Didn't see you coming.
I just shanked my neck.
You shanked yourself? Don't shank yourself.
I didn't shank myself. I said I janked my neck.
You janked?
Jerked my neck. I don't know, whatever you would call it.
Why would you be mean to yourself? I don't know anymore. I'm sorry, Daniel. How you feeling?
Pain.
Pain?
Got something on your mind?
Yeah, that food you cooked for us just now, it reminded me of the meals my grandfather used to make for me. I thought I'd forgotten how they tasted, but it all came rushing back. He used to make Liyue dishes all the time. I'd do my outrider training with him until the evening, then wait patiently at the dinner table. I'd sit there with the smell of delicious food wafting in from the kitchen, waiting for him to finally emerge with the goods. Sometimes we'd have Eula around for dinner, and even though she'd always find something to complain about, I could tell she really enjoyed the food.
So maybe she remembers too. And maybe that's why she suggested you to come here for dinner.
Top one.
That bottom one doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Your words, not mine. Don't ask her about it. She'll only give you another earful.
Wholesomeness.
Now, where is the boy? There he is.
Back when I was on the expedition with the Grand Master, I was often put in charge of cooking.
Oh.
Under the circumstances, I could only cook some pretty crude meals. But everyone still enjoyed them a lot.
That's nice.
Maybe passion was the secret ingredient then, too.
Yep.
Sure.
Uh-huh. Here's the thing. When you're out adventuring, anything tastes good. If it keeps you alive.
Anything warm and mildly tasty is a good thing.
There you are. Thank you for all of your hard work over the past few days.
My pleasure, assuming I'm still being paid, that is.
Straight down to brass tacks, are we?
Yes.
Here, take it. I've thrown in a little extra as well. Call it a bonus. Hard work is rewarded here.
You know what you're doing.
Yay! It's like all the tiredness and stress have suddenly melted away.
I'm just lucky you only worked on this job for a few days. At the rate you were progressing, a few more weeks and I think I might be made redundant.
Well, I, for one, look forward to enjoying your cooking many more times in the future.
Anytime. Bring some friends with you next time, and I'll show you all what Smiley Yenshao can do when working with both hands intact.
Oh.
Great! Although, just to be on the safe side, cook carefully in the meantime. You may have just jinxed it again.
I really liked this event. That was really fun and wholesome.
Any extra bits other than, well, of course, claiming it and...
Aww. Chibi Cookie. Holy cow! His hair!
His hair!
His chibi hair is so poofy! Wow! Okay. Okay, and I guess with that, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the quest. We love you all. Let us know how you enjoyed it, and we'll see you, Lord willingly, in the next one. Goodbye, everybody!
Bye-bye.